Bring in our ABC News chief Washington correspondent, Jonathan Karl, who's hosting This Week later this morning. John, thank you so much for being here. So let's start with those U.S. strikes on Iran. There's been so much talk on the left and the right about how much of an impact they had. A week later, what do we know right now?
Look, it's clear that the strikes did severe damage to Iran's nuclear program, that it set it back for a long time. But there are some serious unanswered questions, Gio. One of the biggest is what happened to all that highly enriched uranium, some 900 pounds of it, near weapons grade that Iran had developed. Was it destroyed? Was it moved? Where is it if it wasn't destroyed? These are some serious questions. And then what, in terms of getting inspectors on the ground to see what is left of the nuclear program, this is something that would be the result of negotiations. Donald Trump has said that there would be negotiations this week between the U.S. and Iran. But really what we have seen so far is a new war of words between Donald Trump and the Ayatollah, Iran's supreme leader.
Jonathan, let's turn now to President Trump's domestic agenda, the big, beautiful bill, as he calls it. He set a deadline for Congress to pass it by July 4th. How likely is that?
Well, I mean, what drama we saw overnight. I mean, just getting over the first procedural hurdle took hours and finally won by a single vote. Still a long way to go. But I would say, given that they stayed in overnight, Gio, the Senate all night long, still there, going to be there all day today, it looks like it's going to be, if not July 4th, it's going to be close. But let me tell you, the margin in the House is very, very tight. But it's incredible that Trump has actually been able to get what he wants out of this Republican Congress, even with its super thin majority. So I expect he'll do it again here. A
lot of people watching what happens there, and perhaps the most attentive viewer, President Trump himself.
Yes.
Jonathan
yes.
Karl, thank you so much for joining us. And tune in to ABC's This Week Later. John is joined by Senator Lindsey Graham to discuss the latest on the Senate's negotiations around President Trump's spending package. Plus, House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries weighs in on the surprise victory of Democrat Zohran Mamdani in New York City's mayoral primary.